guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm the Aesthetically Princess. Earlier this week I made a video on certain aesthetics and how to accomplish your aesthetic on your page, on your Instagram. This is mostly for people that really like to run like aesthetic pages. This isn't for like people in the business area of aesthetics. Y'all probably got that. Today we're going to be focusing on one particular aesthetic. I'll get into more later on in the video. In different videos I'll get into different ones, but today we're going on the K-pop aesthetic. Yeah. Today I'm going to go through a summary of what the Kpop aesthetic is. We'll probably take pictures and I'll edit some pictures to give you like an idea. It'll be like a maximum of 6 pics, so you can get like the full on 6 pic journey. And of course, if you want, you can follow me on my Instagram, which I'll probably post them tomorrow, like randomly. Get the picture for the vid later on today, and it'll probably be up on my page for like what, 5-6 minutes. But it won't be up for my page for very long. But they will also be posted on my Visco, which I will leave in the description below. I'll leave all my accounts linked in the description below. But you can usually find some of these pictures. You are allowed to use them. Just credit me. So let's get started with the video. So for anyone that doesn't know what the K-pop aesthetic is just pictures and certain things in K-pop, and there are very many people that that are fans of K-pop that run Instagrams like this. I'll put in a few of my favorites, people I follow, at the end of the video, and you can follow any of them because they'll also be linked in the description as well as their channels here on YouTube. But first of all, when working with the K-pop aesthetic, it's kind of whatever you feel like. It could be journaling K-pop, like K-pop comebacks. It could be certain groups. You can of course just be posting certain pictures of idols, or you can do merch posts, which is if you have bought CDs, bought merch, or bought light sticks. Of course, you can use them in an aesthetic form and be posting them on your Instagram. You can also be using this as a business, especially if you buy a bunch of the albums and at the same time you only want certain things from certain albums. You can also resell some of these albums to other people that just need the album, the physical album, or photo cards of the album. So like when I want to, if I want to get an album, we'll say a one-on-one album, and I want all the members' photo cards, but I was only able to get 2 of the members, I'll say I got 2 of Kang Dang. 2 photo cards of Kang Dang on accident. Okay, I can sell this duplicate that I have of Kang Daniel, but I can also buy another one of the albums and get more members. And so I buy more albums and I get more members, or I can find other people that are also just selling or trading their photo cards. You get the idea. It's a business if you need to. But usually you can also work with other companies here on Instagram, YouTube, other things like that, on unboxing their albums and giving reviews on how well the album came in, or how awesome you thought the album, or how fast, or whatever. Like you get the idea. You can turn into a business. Of course, people really like to see the album unboxings. You can also turn those into videos and post those as well. But there's also the idea of merch, and there's a lot of things you can do for K-pop merch. You can do boxes. You can buy the little Korea boxes that they send out. Like if you, like I know BBM Korea does theirs, and they send out their box or their Korea box, and you get like merch. That's where I got my necklace from. I personally don't suggest BBM box unless you've had it before and it came to you faster. It took me like 2 months to get mine. I live in America. I live in Albany, America. But it took like 2 months to get my BBM box, and I bought 2. So, and I got this and a shirt and a hat and some other EXO merch. But like it'll take a long time. My only problem is that it took a minute. You can also of course buy customizable merch, and one of my favorite people that sells customizable merch, it would be Shop Twazy on Instagram. She sells customized sweatshirts and tops, and she also makes key rings and phone cases for people that really just want to have just the physical thing like customized to them. And of course, this isn't like sponsoring anything, but I recommend Shop Twazy. Okay, Twazy. Shop Twazy. I'm gonna F up her name a lot. Shop Twazy. But yeah, like I said, I'll link her down below. But there's also other retailers. Of course, you can get it from like All Kpop, Amazon, and if you can find any other place, yeah, you can probably find a lot of stuff. Even Wish has a little bit of stuff. Wish also has a bit of stuff. But now we're going to go and take pics and edit them. So let's go. Wait, no. Yeah. Take pics of them. Take pics of them. Let's go. Okay guys, time for us to start on this editing process. So I took a few pics. It's nothing serious. I just took a few of them, like there are 6, but I'm only editing 3. I'm editing that face pic, that red velvet profile page, and the little outfit pic of some EXO merch for an EXO concert. So we're going to head over to photo editor and start all of our editing process. I don't do much with my editing. I usually pick all 6 of my pics so I can get them done like one fatal swoop. Like I said, you're only seeing 3 of them. So for this one in particular, I just kind of like smacked on what I usually do, which is turn up the brightness a little bit depending on the lighting, turn up my contrast so you can see some of the colors better, and up my saturation if I need to. And I think turn up my exposure a tiny bit, and then of course lower my warmth to all of my pictures. It's to make sure that my feed all together is cohesive and like the coloring. Here I just turn this some color splash, and I make sure my background is gray because I have a green wall that I take pictures in front of, and it's not like my doing anything, it's just how my bedroom is that I can't paint over our walls in our apartment, so it's just stuck in here, stuck in this particular color. So I just take my time to just color splash everything and then color out the whatever picture that is the main focus, so that it can have like a real contrast for my pictures. Okay, and on to our next pick, which is the red velvet profile page. I did about the same exact thing. Later, I have to crop this one, mostly because of the fact that I forgot to take the picture in square, which is what I usually do. But I did the same thing. I turned up my exposure, turned up my contrast, turned up my brightness, lowered my warmth, and then I turned on my saturation because you can see the bright reds in the pic. So I just kind of turned up the saturation some more so you could see more of the contrast of the colors. And then of course I did the color splash again so you could see just the gray wall instead of having the weird colored wall in the background of the pic. It really does like to do the square page, so I had to fix that up. This picture, on the other hand, I had to turn because when I originally took the picture, my orientation was off, so I just turned it around and continued with my process of just turning up the brightness and turning up the contrast, lowering my warmth, and turning up my saturation just a tiny bit. Now we're going to move on to Adobe Capture, where I chose my a picture of a few icon photo cards that I had from their original debut, and I went into it and I wanted to bring out some of the colors, not to make it just a picture of just iKON. I ended up just taking the picture and pointing out certain colors in like each member's clothes and things like that to make it look a little bit more interesting. I did this exact same process with a Stray Kids picture I also took, which you can see later on. It's just this particular process was a bit more tedious than I needed it to be. When you're doing this, also, you can take a screenshot. You have to take a screenshot because you can't download this picture. It'll just like save the coloring of it. But take a screenshot of this particular picture and then crop it down to square so you can just get the particular picture in the frame instead of having all of the extraness that you don't need. Okay, so now we're just cropping that pic I was talking about earlier because it just needed a little bit more cropping to it. And then we're going, but yeah, like I said, this picture just needed cropping because I needed to cut out some extra pieces that were still on it from the Adobe Capture app. Now we're headed over to preview so I can figure out how I really want my feed to look. Specifically, you can really see some of the pictures that I have like queued up for my posting, so I don't have to just figure out how I'm going to post things. And we're going to take all 6 of those pictures and figure out a placement that complements all the pictures but doesn't like take attention away from that what the feed is supposed to actually be. It ended up coming out really nice. I actually like the way it ended up posting. It wasn't nothing too psychotic or nothing too extra special, just a little bit of lining up my my journal pictures and some of the other pictures that were just not paper based. Then we're heading over to my Instagram page to actually get everything posted, and that's it. These pictures were actually posted on my page, but you can also go check my Visco to see them. If you follow me on Visco, they're all posted there. These are all posted on the same day. They stayed up for about 4 or so hours, but then I took them down. The journal pics will be back so I could add them to my feed. But other than that, it's just a little bit of extra piecing. So let's head over. And this is the end of this is the ending of the voiceover. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe, go follow me on all of my social media down below. Of course, if you have any other aesthetics that you want me to touch down on, you can leave them in the comments below to go ahead and touch down on those. For example, like the vintage aesthetic, like the goth or grunge aesthetic, the kawaii, the city aesthetic, stuff like that. But I will see you guys in the next video, which will be posted on usually in Monday. I usually post on Mondays and Fridays. Monday and Fridays is the only 2 days I post. I wanted to do 3 days, but it's a lot. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you like me. Stay royal. Have a great day. Love you. Bye.